First contact. The vast expanse of space stretched out before Captain Elara Chen as she gazed through the reinforced viewport of Starbase Horizon. Countless stars twinkled in the darkness, a constant reminder of humanity's relatively small place in the cosmos. But that was precisely why Elara loved her job. Each day brought the potential for new discoveries and the expansion of human knowledge. Starbase Horizon, a marvel of human engineering, hung in geosynchronous orbit around a distant exoplanet. Its primary mission was to serve as a waypoint for deep space exploration and to study the nearby star systems. The station's international crew of scientists, engineers, and support staff worked tirelessly to push the boundaries of human understanding. Elara's musings were interrupted by a gentle chime from her communicator. "Captain Chen, your presence is requested in Docking Bay 3, came the voice of her first officer, Commander Aiden Rees. "We've received an unexpected visitor." Elara's eyebrows rose. Unexpected visitors were rare this far out in space. "On my way, Commander." "What kind of visitor are we talking about?" There was a pause before Aiden replied, his voice tinged with a mix of excitement and apprehension. "You're going to want to see this for yourself, Captain." Intrigued, Elara made her way through the station's corridors, nodding to crew members as she passed. The closer she got to Docking Bay 3, the more she noticed an atmosphere of barely contained excitement. When she finally arrived, she found a small crowd gathered around the airlock, whispering among themselves. Commander Rees approached her, his usually stoic expression replaced by one of wonder. "Captain, our long-range sensors picked up an object approaching at impossible speeds. Before we could even attempt communication, it docked itself." Elara's eyes widened. "It docked itself, without any guidance from our systems." Aiden nodded. "That's not all. The ship, if we can call it that, it's unlike anything we've ever seen. And there's definitely someone or something inside." As if on cue, the airlock began to cycle. The assembled crew members held their breath, hands instinctively moving towards their sidearms. Elara stepped forward, heart pounding but determined to face whatever emerged with diplomacy and courage. The inner door slid open with a soft hiss, revealing a being that defied easy description. It, or rather, she, as Elara would soon learn, stood slightly taller than the average human. Her skin shimmered with an iridescent blue hue, and what appeared to be tendrils of energy danced across her form. But it was her eyes that truly captured attention, swirling pools of cosmic light that seemed to contain entire galaxies. The alien took a step forward, and the assembled humans collectively gasped. Elara steeled herself and spoke, her voice clear and welcoming. "Greetings. I am Captain Elara Chen of Starbase Horizon. On behalf of humanity, I welcome you to our humble station." The alien tilted her head, studying Elara intently. When she spoke, her voice resonated with harmonics that sent shivers down everyone's spines. "Greetings, Captain Elara Chen. I am Zorana of the Celestial Concordance. I come seeking refuge." Murmurs rippled through the crowd. Refuge. From what? Elara held up a hand to quiet her crew, then addressed Zorana again. "We would be honored to offer you sanctuary, Zorana. May I ask what brings you to our distant corner of the galaxy?" Zorana's expression shifted, a flash of what might have been fear crossing her alien features. "My people, we are in danger. A great darkness approaches, consuming all in its path. I was sent to find allies, to seek help. Your station, it called to me across the void." Elara exchanged glances with Commander Rees. The implications of Zorana's words were staggering. Not only was humanity not alone in the universe, but there were apparently cosmic threats beyond their wildest imaginations. "We'll do everything we can to assist you," Zorana, Elara said, making a split-second decision that she hoped wouldn't come back to haunt her. "Commander Rees will show you to our guest quarters. Once you've had a chance to rest, we can discuss your situation in more detail." As Aiden led Zorana away, Elara turned to address her stunned crew. I know this is a lot to process, but I need everyone to remain calm and focused on their duties. Dr. Amelia Santos, I want you to assemble a team to study our guest's physiology, with her commission, of course. Chief Engineer Yuki Tanaka, please examine Zorana's vessel. I want to know everything about its propulsion and navigation systems. The named crew members nodded, their professional training kicking in despite the extraordinary circumstances. As they dispersed to their tasks, Elara allowed herself a moment to absorb the magnitude of what had just occurred. Humanity had made first contact, and the universe had suddenly become a much larger, more complex place. Over the next few days, Starbase Horizon buzzed with activity. News of Zorana's arrival was kept strictly confidential, shared only with the highest levels of Earth's governments. Meanwhile, the station's crew worked tirelessly to learn as much as they could from their alien visitor. Dr. Santos' medical scans revealed a biology so advanced it bordered on the miraculous. Zorana's cells seemed to be in a constant state of flux, adapting to her environment in real time. Her DNA, if it could be called that, appeared to be quantumly entangled with something beyond their understanding. Chief Engineer Tanaka's analysis of Zorana's ship yielded equally mind-boggling results. The vessel appeared to be grown rather than constructed, its systems integrated in ways that defied conventional physics. Most incredibly, it seemed capable of tapping into an unknown energy source that allowed for faster-than-light travel without the immense power requirements humans had always assumed necessary. Elara spent hours in conversation with Zorana, learning about the Celestial Concordance, an alliance of advanced species dedicated to maintaining cosmic balance. The Great Darkness Zorana spoke of was a force that consumed entire star systems, leaving only cold, dead space in its wake. The Concordance had been fighting this threat for millennia, but now found themselves on the brink of defeat. But why come to us? Elara asked during one of their talks. Humanity has barely taken its first steps into interstellar space. How could we possibly help against a threat of this magnitude? Zorana's cosmic eyes seemed to peer into Elara's very soul. Your species possesses a quality rare in the universe, Captain, an indomitable spirit, a refusal to accept defeat even in the face of impossible odds. This, humanity of yours, may be the key to our salvation. Elara felt the weight of responsibility settling on her shoulders. How could she commit humanity to a cosmic war they knew nothing about? And yet, how could she turn away from a threat that endangered not just Earth, but all of existence? As she wrestled with these questions, Elara noticed something odd about Zorana. The aliens seemed to be growing more agitated, her energy tendrils flickering erratically. During their conversations, Zorana would sometimes pause mid-sentence, a look of confusion or pain crossing her face. "Are you all right?" Elara asked after one such episode. "Dr. Santos can examine you again if you're not feeling well." Zorana waved off the concern. "It is nothing, merely the strain of being so far from my people. Please continue telling me about your Earth. Its diversity of life fascinates me." But Elara couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. She shared her concerns with Commander Reeves and Dr. Santos, asking them to keep a close eye on their guest. It was during a routine staff meeting that everything changed. Elara was discussing the potential implications of Zorana's warnings when alarms began blaring throughout the station. The lights flickered, and the artificial gravity fluctuated wildly. "Report," Elara barked into her communicator. Chief Tanaka's voice came through, tight with stress. "Captain, we're detecting massive energy surges throughout the station. They seem to be emanating from the guest quarters." Elara's blood ran cold. "Zorana," she whispered. As if summoned by her name, the alien appeared in the doorway of the conference room. But this was not the serene being they had come to know over the past few days. Zorana's form crackled with visible energy, her eyes now swirling maelstroms of cosmic fire. I cannot contain it any longer," Zorana gasped, her voice echoing with otherworldly power. "The journey, the isolation, it has awakened something within me, something my people have long forgotten. Elara stepped forward, her hands raised in a calming gesture. Zarana, whatever's happening, we can help you. Just tell us what you need. But Zarana shook her head, tendrils of energy lashing out to scorch the walls. You don't understand, Captain. I am becoming something more than I was. Something unstoppable. As Elara watched in awe and terror, Zarana began to float, her body surrounded by a cocoon of pulsing energy. The very fabric of reality seemed to warp around her, and Elara realized with a start that that alien visitor was only beginning to reveal her true nature. The first contact humanity had hoped for had just taken an unexpected and potentially catastrophic turn. As alarms blared and crew members scrambled for safety, Elara Chen knew that the next few hours would determine not just the fate of Starbase Horizon, but possibly the future of humanity itself. Cosmic awakening. The air crackled with otherworldly energy as Zarana hovered in the center of Starbase Horizon's main atrium, her form now a swirling vortex of cosmic power. Captain Elara Chen stood her ground, her mind racing to find a solution that wouldn't end in disaster. Zarana, Elara called out, her voice steady despite the chaos around them. You said you came here seeking help. Let us help you now. The alien's eyes, now twin supernovas of raw energy, focused on Elara. When Zarana spoke, her voice resonated with the harmonic frequencies of the universe itself. Oh, Elara, I see now that I was but a chrysalis, and your earthborn energy has triggered my metamorphosis. The power, it's intoxicating. Tendrils of energy lashed out, warping the very fabric of reality. Crew members gasped as everyday objects began to float, their molecular structures shifting and changing before their eyes. A simple coffee mug transformed into a miniature galaxy, swirling with millions of tiny stars. Commander Aiden Reeves appeared at Elara's side, his normally stoic expression replaced by one of awe and fear. Captain, we need to evacuate the station. We have no idea what she's capable of now. But Elara stood firm. No, if we abandon the station, we lose any chance of containing this situation. We need to try to communicate with her, to understand what's happening. As if in response to her words, Zarana's form began to shift and change. Her humanoid appearance melted away, replaced by a being of pure energy and light. Streams of data flooded every screen on the station, equations and symbols beyond human comprehension. Dr. Amelia Santos, the station's lead xenobiologist, pushed her way through the crowd, her eyes wide with excitement despite the danger. Captain, look at these readings. She's not just transforming herself, she's rewriting the laws of physics around her. Elara's mind raced. This was beyond first contact, beyond anything humanity had ever prepared for. They were witnessing the birth of something new, something that could reshape the galaxy itself. Zarana, Elara called out again, taking a step closer to the pulsating energy being. You told us about the great darkness threatening your people. Is this the key to stopping it? The cosmic entity that was once Zarana paused, the swirling energies calming for a moment. Yes, and no, dear Elara. I see now that the darkness and the light are but two sides of the same cosmic coin. Balance must be maintained. Suddenly, alarms blared throughout the station. Chief Engineer Yuki Tanaka's voice crackled over the comms, panic evident in her tone. Captain, the station's systems are going haywire. The quantum core is destabilizing. If we don't contain it, we could trigger a chain reaction that could rip apart the fabric of space-time. Elara's heart raced. They were standing on the precipice of either transcendent discovery or utter annihilation. She made a split-second decision that would change the course of human history. Zarana, she said, her voice filled with determination. You said humanity's spirit could be the key to saving the universe. Prove it. Work with us. Help us understand your power, and let us show you how humans face impossible odds. For a moment that seemed to stretch into eternity, Zarana's cosmic form pulsed and swirled. Then, slowly, it began to coalesce back into a more humanoid shape. The air hummed with potential as Zarana spoke once more. Very well, Captain. Let us embark on this journey of discovery together. But be warned, the path ahead will challenge everything you thought you knew about the universe. As the immediate danger subsided, Ilara turned to her crew. All right, people, this is not a drill. We are about to push the boundaries of human knowledge further than ever before. Dr. Santos, assemble a team to study Zorena's transformation. Chief Tanaka, I need you to find a way to stabilize our systems in the presence of these new energies. Commander Reeves, coordinate with Earth. They need to know what's happening here. The crews sprang into action, their training kicking in despite the extraordinary circumstances. As they worked, Ilara couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. This was humanity at its best, facing the unknown with courage, curiosity, and determination. Over the next few days, Starbase Horizon became a hub of feverish activity. Dr. Santos and her team worked around the clock, studying the residual energy patterns left by Zorena's transformation. They made breakthrough after breakthrough, unlocking secrets of quantum biology that would revolutionize medicine and our understanding of life itself. Chief Tanaka, meanwhile, collaborated with Zorana to develop new technologies that could harness the alien energies safely. Their work laid the foundation for advancements in clean energy, space travel, and even the manipulation of matter at its most fundamental level. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. As news of the events on Starbase Horizon reached Earth, panic and excitement spread in equal measure. Some hailed the contact with Zorana as the dawn of a new age for humanity. Others feared it marked the beginning of the end, that humans would be rendered obsolete by these new cosmic powers. Ilara found herself at the center of a political and philosophical storm. In countless video conferences with world leaders and scientific institutions, she advocated for continued cooperation with Zorana and the pursuit of this new frontier of knowledge. We stand at a crossroads, she told the United Earth Council during one particularly heated debate. We can choose fear and isolation, or we can embrace this opportunity to grow beyond our wildest dreams. Yes, there are risks, but that has always been the price of progress. We've taken our first real steps into a larger universe, and there's no going back. As the debate raged on Earth, life aboard Starbase Horizon took on a surreal quality. Zorena's presence continued to cause strange phenomena throughout the station. Crew members reported vivid, shared dreams of distant worlds and incomprehensible cosmic events. Objects would occasionally phase in and out of reality, and more than once, Ilara could have sworn she saw glimpses of other timelines overlapping with their own. Through it all, Zorana remained an enigma. Though she worked closely with the human scientists, there was always a sense that she was holding back, but the true extent of her newfound powers remained hidden. It was during one of their late-night conversations that Zorana dropped a bombshell that would once again reshape Ilara's understanding of the universe. "Captain," Zorana said, her voice tinged with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. "I believe I now understand the true nature of the great darkness that threatens my people. It's not some external force, it's us. Beings like myself, when fully awakened, have the power to reshape reality itself. Some, drunk on that power, seek to remake the universe in their image." Ilara felt a chill run down her spine. "Are you saying that you could become one of these threats?" Zorena's cosmic eyes swirled with conflicting emotions. "The potential is there, yes, but that's why I need humanity. Your perspective, your balance of logic and emotion, your ability to find creative solutions in the face of overwhelming odds. These qualities can help anchor beings like myself, preventing us from losing touch with the very fabric of existence we seek to protect." As Ilara processed this revelation, alarms once again blared throughout the station. Commander Reeves's voice came through, tight with urgency. "Captain, we're detecting a massive anomaly at the edge of the system. Something's coming through, and it's big." Ilara and Zorana rushed to the command center, arriving just in time to see the main view screen light up with an impossible sight. A tear in the very fabric of space-time was forming, and through it emerged a being of darkness and cosmic fire. It was both beautiful and terrifying, a godlike entity that radiated power beyond comprehension. "Oh no," Zorana whispered, her form flickering with nervous energy. "It's too late. They found us." As the crew of Starbase Horizon watched in awe and terror, Ilara realized that the true test of humanity's spirit was about to begin. They stood on the brink of a cosmic conflict beyond anything they could have imagined, armed only with their wits, their newfound knowledge, and the unpredictable power of their alien ally. The next few hours would determine not just the fate of Starbase Horizon or Earth, but the very nature of reality itself. And at the center of it all stood Captain Ilara Chen, a human woman about to face the challenge of a lifetime. Quantum entanglement crisis. The cosmic entity loomed before Starbase Horizon, its form a writhing mass of dark energy and fractured spacetime. Captain Ilara Chen felt the weight of the universe on her shoulders as she faced this incomprehensible threat. Beside her, Zorena's form flickered with nervous energy, her cosmic eyes fixed on the newcomer. "Telaxa," Zorena whispered, her voice a mixture of awe and fear. "The Void Weaver." As if responding to its name, the entity pulsed, sending ripples of distorted reality cascading through space. Crew members gasped as the laws of physics began to warp around them. Gravity fluctuated wildly, causing objects to float and crash in random patterns. Time itself seemed to stutter, with some crew experiencing moments of accelerated aging, while others found themselves temporarily de-aged. Zorana of the Celestial Concordance, a voice boomed, seeming to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. "You have awakened. Join us in remaking the cosmos in our image." Ilara stepped forward, her voice steady despite the chaos around her. "This is Captain Ilara Chen of Starbase Horizon. We mean you no harm, but we will defend ourselves and our ally if necessary." A sound like cosmic laughter echoed through the station. "Brave little humans," Telaxa mocked. "You know not the forces you meddle with. Step aside, or be erased from existence." Zorena moved to stand beside Ilara, her form solidifying into a more humanoid shape. "No, Telaxa, I will not join you. These humans have shown me a different path, a way to wield our power responsibly." Telaxa's form writhed in anger, tendrils of void energy lashing out. One struck the station, causing alarms to blare. Chief Engineer Yuki Tanaka's voice crackled over the comms. "Captain, our quantum shields are failing. One more hit like that and we're done for." Ilara's mind raced. They needed a plan and fast. "Zorana, you said human creativity could be the key. Well, now's the time to prove it. What can we do against something like this?" Zorena's eyes swirled with rapid calculations. "There might be a way, but it's dangerous. We could attempt a quantum entanglement cascade, using the station's core as a focal point. It could disrupt Telaxa's form long enough for us to seal the rift." "Do it," Ilara commanded without hesitation. She turned to her crew. "Dr. Santos, work with Zorana on the entanglement calculations. Chief Tanaka, reroute all power to the quantum core. Commander Rees, evacuate all non-essential personnel to the emergency shelters." As the crew sprang into action, Telaxa launched another attack. This time, instead of physical destruction, it sent a wave of cosmic consciousness washing over the station. Crew members cried out as their minds were suddenly filled with visions of alternate realities, possible futures, and the vast, uncaring nature of the universe. Ilara gritted her teeth, fighting against the mental onslaught. She saw herself in 1,000 different lives: a farmer on a distant colony, a warlord conquering galaxies, a peaceful explorer charting the unknown. Through sheer force of will, she clung to her true self, her determination to protect her crew and her world anchoring her to reality. "Stay focused," she shouted to her crew. "Remember who you are, why you're here. Don't let it overwhelm you." In the midst of the chaos, Dr. Santos' voice cut through. "Captain, we're ready. But there's a catch. Someone needs to physically interface with the quantum core to initiate the cascade. The amount of energy involved, it could be fatal. Without hesitation, Ilara stepped forward. "I'll do it." "No," Zarena interjected, placing a hand on Ilara's shoulder. "It must be me. My awakened form can channel the energies safely, but Ilara, I'll need an anchor, a tether to this reality. Will you be my ground?" Their eyes met, an unspoken understanding passing between them. Ilara nodded. "Together, then." As Telaxa's assault intensified, Ilara and Zarana made their way to the quantum core. The air crackled with energy, reality itself seeming to bend and warp around them. Crew members fought to maintain their stations, their faces etched with determination and fear. In the core room, Zarana's form began to shift, becoming more energy than matter. "Remember, Ilara," she said, her voice echoing with power. "Focus on who you are, on your connection to humanity. Be my anchor to this world." Ilara nodded, grasping Zarana's hand. As the alien merged with the quantum core, Ilara felt a rush of cosmic awareness flood her consciousness. She saw the birth and death of stars, the dance of galaxies, the very threads of reality stretching out before her. Outside, Telaxa sensed what they were attempting. "Foolish creatures," it roared. "You would risk unraveling the fabric of space-time itself." But it was too late. The quantum entanglement cascade began, waves of energy pulsing out from the station. Telaxa's form began to fluctuate, its hold on reality weakening. Ilara felt the strain in every fiber of her being, her mind stretching to encompass cosmic forces beyond human comprehension. Through it all, she held onto her humanity. She thought of her crew, of Earth, of all the wonders and challenges that made life worth living. These thoughts became a lifeline, not just for her, but for Zarana as well. As the cascade reached its peak, a blinding light filled the station. For a moment that seemed to stretch into eternity, everything hung in perfect balance: humanity and cosmic power, creation and destruction, past and future. Then, with a sound like the universe itself exhaling, it was over. Telaxa's form collapsed in on itself, drawn back through the rift which sealed behind it. The quantum core pulsed one final time before powering down, leaving the station in eerie silence. Ilara blinked, her senses slowly returning to normal. She found herself on the floor of the core room, Zarena's humanoid form beside her. Around them, the air shimmered with residual energy, small objects floating gently as gravity reasserted itself. Did it work? Ilara managed to ask, her voice hoarse. Zarena's eyes fluttered open, once again their normal cosmic swirl rather than the intense energy vortex of before. "Yes," she said softly. "Telaxa is gone, the rift is sealed. But Ilara, something has changed." Before Ilara could ask what she meant, Commander Rees burst into the room. "Captain, are you all right? You need to see this." On shaky legs, Ilara made her way to the command center, Zarana close behind. What she saw on the main view screen took her breath away. The space around Starbase Horizon was transformed. New star systems had appeared where none had been before. Swirling nebulae painted the cosmos in impossible colors, and in the distance, a shimmering barrier of energy marked the edge of something. "What are we looking at?" Ilara asked, her voice filled with wonder. Zarena stepped forward, her expression a mixture of awe and concern. "It appears that in sealing the rift and repelling Telaxa, we've done something unprecedented. Captain Ilara Chen, I believe we've created a pocket universe, a small bubble of reality separate from the main cosmos." The implications hit Ilara like a physical blow. They were cut off from Earth, from the rest of humanity. But they were also shielded from the threats that lurked in a wider universe. And before them lay a whole new cosmos to explore, filled with untold wonders and potential. As the crew of Starbase Horizon looked out at their new home, a mix of emotions played across their faces: fear, excitement, curiosity, and determination. Ilara felt it too, the weight of responsibility and the thrill of unprecedented discovery. "Well," she said, a small smile playing at the corners of her mouth, I'd say this qualifies as boldly going where no one has gone before. Let's see what's out there. And with that, a new chapter in human history began. Starbase Horizon, once a simple research station, now stood as the gateway to a pocket universe born of human determination and cosmic power. The adventure that lay ahead would challenge everything they thought they knew about science, reality, and what it truly means to be human. Quantum frontiers and dimensional dilemmas. The newly formed pocket universe shimmered with untold possibilities as Starbase Horizon floated amidst a sea of cosmic wonders. Captain Elara Chen stood at the helm, her eyes gleaming with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The events of the past few days had transformed their simple research mission into an unprecedented adventure on the very edge of human understanding. Status report, Elara commanded, her voice steady despite the extraordinary circumstances. Commander Aidan Reeves, his normally stoic demeanor tinged with awe, responded, "All systems operational, Captain. But, well, you might want to take a look at this." He pulled up a holographic display that filled the bridge with swirling data streams and impossible geometries. Dr. Amelia Santos, the station's lead xenobiologist, gasped as she interpreted the readings. "Captain, it's incredible. The laws of physics in our pocket universe, they're immutable. It's as if reality itself is responding to our thoughts and expectations." As if to demonstrate, a stray thought from one of the junior officers caused his console to briefly transform into a flowering plant before snapping back to normal. The crew exchanged nervous glances, the full weight of their situation beginning to sink in. Zorana, her cosmic form now permanently altered by the quantum entanglement event, floated serenely in the center of the bridge. This is the true nature of cosmic power, my friends. In creating this pocket universe, we've tapped into the underlying fabric of reality itself. With proper training, you could reshape planets, create life, even alter the flow of time. Elara felt a chill run down her spine. The responsibility was enormous, almost overwhelming. "All right, listen up everyone. Our priority is to establish a stable environment and make contact with Earth. We need tow." Her words were cut short as alarms blared throughout the station. Chief Engineer Yuki Tanaka's voice crackled over the comms, panic evident in her tone. "Captain, we're detecting massive energy fluctuations throughout the pocket universe. It's as if it's trying to expand." On the main view screen, the crew watched in awe and horror as the shimmering barrier marking the edge of their pocket universe began to pulse and stretch. Tendrils of energy reached out, seeming to grasp at the wider cosmos beyond. "Zorana, what's happening?" Elara demanded, turning to their alien ally. Zorana's cosmic eyes swirled with rapid calculations. The pocket universe is unstable. It's seeking equilibrium with the broader multiverse. If we don't contain it, it could collapse in on itself, or worse, begin absorbing parts of the prime reality. "Options?" Elara barked, her mind racing through potential scenarios. Dr. Santos stepped forward, her expression a mixture of fear and excitement. "Captain, I have a theory. If we can harness the quantum entanglement properties we used against Telaxa, we might be able to stabilize the pocket universe. But we'd need an enormous amount of energy and a way to channel it precisely." Chief Tanaka's voice chimed in over the comms. "The station's quantum core could provide the energy, but we'd risk burning it out completely. We'd be stranded here, possibly forever." Elara closed her eyes, feeling the weight of command more heavily than ever before. When she opened them, her gaze was steel. "Prep the quantum core. Zorana, can you help channel the energy?" The alien nodded, her form already beginning to shimmer with anticipation. "Yes, but Elara, this will change things. The pocket universe will stabilize, but it will be irrevocably tied to Starbase Horizon, and to you." "What do you mean, tied to me?" Elara asked, a knot forming in her stomach. "Your human consciousness, your will, became the anchor during our battle with Telaxa," Zorana explained. "If we do this, you'll become a fundamental part of this new reality. Your thoughts, your emotions, could have far-reaching consequences. The implications were staggering. Elara looked around at her crew, seeing the trust and determination in their eyes. They were ready to follow her into this new frontier, no matter the cost. "Do it," she commanded. What followed was a symphony of chaos and creation. As Zarena merged with the quantum core, channeling its energy through her cosmic form, Elara felt her consciousness expand. She became aware of every atom in the station, every swirling eddy of spacetime in their fledgling universe. The crew watched in awe as Elara began to glow, her form shifting and changing as she connected with the very fabric of their new reality. Her thoughts became manifest. Stray memories of Earth created swirling nebulae of breathtaking beauty, while her fears and doubts birthed roiling storm systems on newborn planets. Through it all, Elara clung to her humanity, to the ideals and dreams that had driven her to explore the cosmos in the first place. As the quantum energy reached its peak, she focused all her will on a single thought: home. A blinding flash of light engulfed the station. When it faded, the crew found themselves in a transformed realm. The pocket universe had stabilized, but it was no longer a formless void. Instead, a breathtaking cosmic landscape stretched out before them, filled with star systems, nebulae, and phenomena beyond human imagination. At the center of it all floated Starbase Horizon, now more than just a station. It had become the heart of this new reality, its systems integrated with the very fabric of spacetime. Elara slowly came back to herself, gasping as her consciousness settled back into her human form. But something had fundamentally changed. She could feel the ebb and flow of cosmic energies around her, could sense the thoughts and emotions of her crew as faint whispers in the back of her mind. "Captain." Commander Reeves approached cautiously, his eyes wide with wonder and a touch of fear. Are you all right?" Elara took a deep breath, centering herself. "I'm fine, Commander. Different, but fine." She turned to address the crew, her voice ringing with newfound authority. "Everyone, I know this is a lot to take in. We've created something unprecedented here, and it's going to take all of us working together to understand and navigate this new reality." Dr. Santos, already engrossed in the readings from their new environment, looked up in excitement. "Captain, the potential for discovery here is beyond anything we could have imagined. We could rewrite the very laws of physics." "And we will," Elara assured her. "But carefully, methodically. We have a responsibility not just to ourselves, but to this entire pocket universe now." As the crew began to assess their situation and the wonders around them, Zarena approached Elara privately. "You've taken the first step on a journey few beings ever experience," the alien said softly. "You're no longer just human, Elara. You're becoming something more." Elara nodded, feeling the truth of Zarena's words in every fiber of her being. "I know, and I'm terrified, but I'm also excited. We have a chance to build something extraordinary here, to explore realms of existence humanity has only dreamed of." A sudden thought struck her, and Elara turned to Chief Tanaka. "What about communication with Earth? Can we still reach them?" The engineer shook her head grimly. "The quantum core was completely drained, Captain. We're cut off from the prime universe, at least for now. We're on our own out here." The news settled heavily on the crew. They were pioneers in the truest sense, venturing into an unknown with no guarantee of return. But as Elara looked out at the cosmic wonders surrounding them, she felt a surge of determination. "Then we do what humanity has always done," she declared, her voice ringing with conviction. "We adapt, we explore, we push the boundaries of what's possible. This pocket universe is our new frontier, and we're going to chart every corner of it." As if in response to her words, a nearby star system pulsed with newfound energy, its planets rearranging themselves into more stable orbits. Elara felt the shift in her very being, a reminder of the profound connection she now shared with this fledgling cosmos. "All right, people," she said, a small smile playing at the corners of her mouth. "Let's science the hell out of this place." And with that, the crew of Starbase Horizon embarked on the greatest adventure in human history. They were no longer just explorers of space, but shapers of reality itself. The discoveries that lay ahead would challenge everything they thought they knew about the universe and about themselves. As Elara took her place at the helm, she felt a sense of purpose unlike anything she'd ever experienced. They were about to redefine the very meaning of to boldly go where no one has gone before. Quantum echoes and cosmic convergence. The pocket universe hummed with untold potential as Starbase Horizon, now the nexus of this new reality, pulsed with activity. Captain Elara Chen, her consciousness expanded beyond human limits, stood at the heart of it all. Months had passed since their quantum entanglement crisis, and the crew had made extraordinary strides in understanding and shaping their new cosmic home. "Captain, you need to see this." Dr. Amelia Santos' voice crackled over the comms, excitement evident in her tone. "We've detected something impossible." Elara made her way to the science lab, her very presence causing reality to ripple subtly around her. The crew had grown accustomed to these manifestations of her newfound connection to the cosmos, but it still filled them with a mix of awe and trepidation. In the lab, a holographic display showed a swirling anomaly at the edge of their mapped space. Dr. Santos gestured animatedly as she explained, "It's a quantum echo, Captain. A resonance of Earth." Ilara's eyes widened, her cosmic senses reaching out to confirm the impossible. "How is this possible, Doctor?" "We think it's a side effect of the pocket universe's creation," Santos replied. "Your connection to Earth, your memories and longing for home, they've manifested as a sort of quantum afterimage. It's not the real Earth, but a possibility of Earth shaped by our collective consciousness." The implications were staggering. Commander Aiden Reeves, who had entered behind Elara, voiced the question on everyone's mind. Can we go there? Make contact?" Elara closed her eyes, reaching out with her expanded senses. She could feel the quantum echo, a tantalizing glimpse of the home they'd left behind. But there was something else, a dissonance that set her cosmic nerves on edge. "It's not stable," she said, opening her eyes. "If we approach carelessly, we could collapse the echo and lose its connection to home forever. Or worse, create a paradox that could threaten both our pocket universe and the prime reality." Zorana, who had been silently observing, floated forward. Her form shimmered with cosmic energy, a constant reminder of the alien's own transformation. "There might be a way, Captain. A quantum tunneling procedure, using your unique connection to both this realm and your home reality as an anchor." "But it's not without risks," Chief Engineer Yuki Tanaka interjected, her brow furrowed in concern. "The energy required could destabilize the station's integration with the pocket universe. We could end up adrift in the void between realities." Elara felt the weight of command settle heavily on her shoulders. The longing for home, for connection to the wider human family, warred with her responsibility to the crew and the fledgling universe they created. "We need more data," she decided. "Dr. Santos, work with Zorana on refining our understanding of this quantum echo. Chief Tanaka, I want simulations on how a tunneling attempt might affect our station's stability. Commander Reeves, prepare a volunteer team for a potential expedition. We move forward, but carefully." As the crew dispersed to their tasks, Elara found herself drawn to the station's observation deck. The swirling cosmos of their pocket universe stretched out before her, a testament to the power of human determination and cosmic chance. She was so lost in thought that she almost didn't notice Commander Reeves' approach. "Credit for your thoughts, Captain," he asked, a hint of their old camaraderie breaking through the formal facade. Elara sighed, allowing herself a moment of vulnerability. "I'm scared, Aiden. We've done amazing things here, pushed the boundaries of human achievement beyond anything we could have imagined. But at what cost? We're cut off from Earth, from our families. And now this quantum echo. It's like the universe is dangling home in front of us, just out of reach." Reeves nodded, his expression thoughtful. "It's not just you, Captain. The whole crew feels it. but they also believe in you, in what we're building here. Whatever you decide, we're with you." Before Elara could respond, alarms blared throughout the station. Chief Tanaka's panicked voice came over the comms. "Captain, we have a situation. The quantum echo is destabilizing. It's creating gravitational waves that are threatening to tear the pocket universe apart." Elara and Reeves raced to the bridge, where chaos reigned. The main view screen showed the quantum echo of Earth warping and pulsing, sending out ripples of distorted spacetime that battered against the fabric of their reality. "Options," Elara barked, her mind racing through possibilities. Dr. Santos looked up from her console, her face pale. "We could try to sever the quantum connection, but we'd lose any chance of ever reaching Earth again." "Or," Serena interjected, her cosmic form pulsing with nervous energy, "we could attempt to stabilize it. But it would require someone to physically enter the quantum echo to serve as a bridge between realities." The implications hung heavy in the air. Whoever undertook such a mission might be lost forever, trapped between worlds or scattered across the multiverse. Elara felt the pull of cosmic forces, the weight of destiny settling upon her. She knew, with a certainty that transcended human understanding, what she had to do. "I'll go," she said, her voice resonating with newfound power. The crew erupted in protests, but Elara held up a hand, silencing them. "This is my responsibility. My connection to Earth created this echo, and my bond with our pocket universe gives me the best chance of surviving the transition. Serena, prep the quantum tunneling procedure. Everyone else, prepare for potential reality fluctuations. If this works, we'll have a stable bridge to Earth. If not..." She left the consequences unspoken. They all knew the risks. As the crew scrambled to prepare, Elara took a moment to center herself. She reached out with her cosmic senses, feeling the ebb and flow of reality around her. The quantum echo of Earth pulsed like a beacon, calling her home. "Captain," Serena said softly, approaching as the final preparations were made, "you should know, this journey may change you further. The energies involved, the crossing of realities, you may not come back entirely human." Elara nodded, a small smile playing at her lips. "I haven't been entirely human for a while now, Serena. But I'll always be me, always be Elara Chen. That's what matters." With final farewells said, Elara stepped into the quantum tunneling chamber. As energy swirled around her, she focused her thoughts on Earth, on home, on the billions of lives connected to her by the gossamer threads of humanity. The chamber activated, and Elara felt herself stretched across realities. She saw glimpses of countless Earths, of timelines where humanity reached the stars and others where they fell into ruin. Through it all, she clung to her sense of self, to the mission that drove her. Just when she thought she might lose herself in the cosmic currents, Elara felt a pull. A familiar blue and green sphere coalesced before her. Earth, the real Earth, not just an echo. With a final surge of will, Elara reached out, bridging the gap between realities. She felt the pocket universe stabilize behind her, a permanent connection forged between their new cosmic home and the cradle of humanity. As Elara's consciousness snapped back to her body, she found herself standing not on Starbase Horizon, but on a beach on Earth. The salt air filled her lungs as she looked up at the night sky, seeing both familiar constellations and the shimmering barrier of the pocket universe. Her communicator crackled to life, Commander Reeves' awestruck voice coming through. Captain, do you read? You did it. We're receiving signals from Earth, and we're getting readings of a stable wormhole connecting our realities." Elara smiled, feeling the cosmic energies flow through her, connecting her to both Earth and the pocket universe. She had become a bridge between worlds, a guardian of two realities. "Well done, everyone," she replied, her voice carrying the weight of her journey. "Prep the station for visitors. I think it's time we introduced Earth to the wonders of our pocket cosmos." As she stood there, waves lapping at her feet, Elara Chen knew that this was just the beginning. They had unlocked the secrets of reality itself, forged a new frontier for humanity to explore. The adventures that lay ahead would challenge the very nature of existence, pushing the boundaries of what it meant to be human in a vast and wondrous multiverse. The cosmic saga of Starbase Horizon and its intrepid crew had only just begun, and the universe, no, the multiverse, would never be the same again. Multiversal Nexus and the Quantum Consciousness Collective. The beach shimmered and faded, replaced by the familiar surroundings of Starbase Horizon's bridge. Captain Elara Chen, her form now a swirling amalgamation of human and cosmic energy, materialized before her stunned crew. The air crackled with possibility, reality itself seeming to bend around her. Captain. Commander Aiden Reeves approached cautiously, his eyes wide with a mixture of awe and concern. "Are you still you?" Elara smiled, her eyes now swirling galaxies of knowledge and power. "I'm me, Aiden. Just more." She turned to address the crew, her voice resonating with newfound authority. "We've done it. We've established a stable connection between our pocket universe and Earth. But that's just the beginning." Dr. Amelia Santos rushed forward, her scientific curiosity overriding any fear. "Captain, the readings we're getting, they're off the charts. Your quantum signature is unlike anything we've ever seen. It's as if you exist in multiple realities simultaneously." "Precisely," Dr. Elara confirmed. "In bridging the gap between realities, I've become a multiversal nexus point. Through me, we can access not just Earth, but countless alternate realities, parallel universes, and dimensions beyond human comprehension." The implications hit the crew like a shockwave. Chief Engineer Yuki Tanaka was the first to voice the question on everyone's mind. "But what does this mean for us, for humanity?" Ilara's form shimmered, projecting a holographic map of swirling realities and intersecting timelines. "It means we're no longer bound by the limitations of a single universe. We can explore the multiverse, learn from countless alternate versions of humanity, and potentially solve problems that have plagued our species for millennia." Serena floated forward, her alien features etched with concern. "Elara, such power, it could be dangerous. The multiverse is a delicate balance. Interfering too much could have catastrophic consequences." "I know," Elara nodded solemnly, "which is why we need to proceed with caution and establish protocols. We're not conquerors or colonizers. We're explorers, scientists, and diplomats of the highest order." As the crew digested this paradigm-shifting information, alarms suddenly blared throughout the station. Lieutenant Kira Yoshida's voice cut through the chaos. "Captain, we're detecting massive energy surges throughout the pocket universe. It's as if it's becoming aware." On the main view screen, they watched in awe as swirling patterns of energy coalesced, forming intricate neural-like networks across the cosmos. Stars pulsed in complex rhythms, and nebulae swirled with purposeful intent. Dr. Santos gasped, her fingers flying over her console. It's evolving. The pocket universe, it's developing its own form of consciousness." Elara closed her eyes, reaching out with her expanded senses. She felt the fledgling awareness of their cosmic home, a vast and alien intelligence born from the merger of human ingenuity and cosmic power. When she opened her eyes, they blazed with understanding. "Not just consciousness," she breathed. "A quantum consciousness collective. The very fabric of our pocket universe has become sentient, and it's reaching out to us, to me." As if in response to her words, tendrils of cosmic energy extended from the swirling patterns on the view screen, gently enveloping Elara. The crew watched in stunned silence as their captain communed with the newborn cosmic entity. Moments stretched into eternity, the laws of physics bending around the profound exchange. When Elara finally spoke, her voice carried the weight of cosmic revelation. "It wants to help us," she said, wonder evident in her tone. "The collective has access to knowledge and capabilities beyond our wildest dreams. It sees the potential in humanity, the role we could play in the grand tapestry of the multiverse." Commander Reeves stepped forward, his military training warring with the awe of the moment. But can we trust it, Captain? How do we know this isn't some kind of cosmic trap? Elara smiled, a knowing glint in her galaxy-filled eyes. Because Aiden, in a very real sense, we are it. This collective was born from our thoughts, our dreams, our very essence. It's the culmination of human potential merged with the infinite possibilities of the cosmos. As the crew grappled with this mind-bending concept, Dr. Santos' console lit up with incoming data. Captain, the collective, it's offering us blueprints, technologies beyond anything we've ever imagined. Quantum computers that can simulate entire universes, zero-point energy generators, even rudimentary time manipulation devices. The excitement was palpable, but Serana's cautionary voice cut through the fervor. We must be careful. Such advanced technology, if misused, could tear apart the very fabric of reality. Elara nodded, her expression serious. Agreed, which is why we need to establish a new paradigm. We're no longer just a research station or an exploratory vessel. Starbase Horizon must become a multiversal hub, a nexus of learning and diplomacy. She turned to address her crew, her form shimmering with the power of countless realities. From this moment on, we are the Multiversal Accord. Our mission is to explore the infinite realities of the multiverse, to learn from every version of humanity and that countless alien civilizations will encounter, and to use that knowledge for the betterment of all sentient life across every dimension. The crew stood straighter, energized by the grandeur of their new purpose, but Elara wasn't finished. However, with this great power comes an even greater responsibility. We must vow to uphold the highest ethical standards, to respect the sovereignty of every reality we encounter, and to use our abilities only in the pursuit of knowledge and the preservation of life. One by one, the crew members nodded their assent, the gravity of their new roles settling upon them. They were no longer just scientists and explorers. They had become guardians of the multiverse, custodians of cosmic knowledge, and pioneers of a new age of multiversal cooperation. As if to seal their commitment, the Quantum Consciousness Collective pulsed with approval. The viewscreen filled with breathtaking vistas of alternate Earths, alien worlds beyond imagination, and realities that defied human comprehension. Elara felt the weight of infinite possibilities coursing through her transformed being. She knew that the path ahead would be fraught with challenges, ethical dilemmas, and dangers beyond anything they had faced before, but she also knew that they were embarking on the greatest adventure in the history of human existence. "All right, team," she said, a smile playing at her cosmic lips. "Let's make history, across every reality." With a thought, Elara interfaced with the station's systems, now infinitely more powerful thanks to the collective's upgrades. A shimmering portal appeared on the bridge, a gateway to their first multiversal destination. As the crew of the newly christened Multiversal Accord prepared to step into the unknown, they knew that they were at the dawn of a new era. An era where the boundaries between science and magic blurred, where the impossible became routine, and where humanity would finally take its place among the cosmic forces that shaped the multiverse itself. The adventure of a lifetime, no, of infinite lifetimes, awaited them. And with it, the power to rewrite the very nature of existence itself. To be continued in the mind-bending next chapter, Quantum Crusaders, Architects of Infinite Realities.